So I am recording this video because I filmed a video around an hour ago, actually 2 hours ago, if I'm being honest. And it was a 10 out of 10 video. Like genuinely a very nice, a very dope video. But for some reason, it just got deleted. I have zero idea why or how. Like I recorded it OBS ke through. For the first time I decided to use OBS, and out of nowhere the video gets deleted. Now I was annoyed at it. For a while मैंने कंप्यूटर में फाइल सेव्ड भी देखी थी, and I got kind of annoyed at it कि एकदम से कहाँ चली गई. And maybe it was a sign from God. Like in the book, the reality transfer thing, it had a concept called the rustling of the morning stars, which is basically signs that the universe will give you about future events. And just like right now, like someone might think I'm crazy and full of shit, but मेरा पैर अभी स्टूल पे लगा, like I hit my toe to something. And maybe that's a sign like I'm deviating away from the main purpose of the video. The reason I'm recording this is because the highest emotion, like the highest frequency emotion one can feel, is that of authenticity. And currently, there are some things which I've not admitted. I've not lied about it, but if I admit it, I think I'll be more authentic. And Luke Belmar said it always, if you got nothing to hide, then you're chilling. I don't want to admit it. My ego does not want me to admit it. But I want to apologize to you. Not you as in the viewer watching this, but to God. Now I planned on having this conversation in private, but I thought I always brazen in public. So I can just at least have the courage or the confidence to admit my shortcomings, my mistakes, and apologize to him. I want to say sorry to you, God. There's a part of me who does not want to post it. Like, I literally don't want to post it. I don't want to record it. I'm thinking I can just do it myself without like posting it. I'm thinking I can have this conversation in private. I'm literally tempted to hit on the pause button right now, like stop button, and just go on a walk instead. My mind is coming up with all forms of resistance that this will make you less profitable, blah blah blah. But I have to admit, I'm sorry. Because I always say, God is the best thing to happen to me, always. But I've made so many mistakes. And at the same time, I've never prioritized you, if I'm being honest. Whenever I said it, like, you're the best thing to happen to me and everything, it was only after I fucked up. It was never like when life was going good, I always came to you, I always prioritized you. When life was going well, I was like, damn, bro, I'm the hot shit. I was full of ego, arrogance, and I just never prioritized you because, I mean, life was good. And I'm sorry for always forgetting you whenever life is going well. I'm also sorry for the fact that I don't truly feel sorry as I'm speaking these words. I'm a flawed human being like everyone else. The reason I said those words, like the reason I'm recording this video out, like I truly believe my deepest intention is just as like a bait, which you might say, that if I do this, then maybe God will forgive me. which I know you will because you're a gracious entity and you're kind. But the reason I'm doing that is not because I love you, it's because I want the external benefits which come when I have you by my side. It's selfish. Like, Luke Belmar was just saying it in his video. Yeah, God loves everyone, whatever. But do you love him? And I always said yes. But is it love if I'm just here for the external benefits and I only come to you when life's not going well? I really don't think so. Like, I don't think so. That's a very smart thing for me to do. Like, I don't go to my mother and hug her in the morning or love her because I'm gonna gain something out of it. That's what true love is. Not the type of love I'm demonstrating in front of you. And I'm sorry for being a prideful, and a sinful entity. I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry for the fact that I think that I don't need to do this right now. I'm so sorry for the fact that I think it's below me to spend time with you, to dedicate my life to you when everything is going well. I'm so sorry that all the dreams you've implanted in my life, I don't take them seriously. I'm so sorry for the fact that you've given me this vessel, this body, as a chance to serve people, as a chance to actualize and materialize the goals and dreams and aspirations which I have. And I've been taking it for granted. I've not been putting in the work every single day, each and every day, day in and day out. I'm so sorry for that. I'm sorry for the fact that on that day, I don't want to admit it, but I felt that pain in my stomach, like that nervous feeling, that feeling when I saw those girls. And I got that, let that nervousness and that fear stop me from approaching them. When you gave me courage, because God's light is courage. The devil wants me to feel the fear. Because at the end of the day, I'm your child, right? They're also your children. And you've blessed me with so many things. So I'm sorry for feeling that. Also, that one random day, when I saw in the gym CCTV camera that there were a couple of girls who I had a past with in the basketball court. I'm sorry I skipped the gym that day to go play basketball just in the hopes I'm gonna get their attention and they're gonna see how great I'm doing in everything. You made me content. Why do I need to look for external validation in these people? I'm sorry I consume garbage on Instagram like reels and shit. I'm sorry I don't have my lust under control as well. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry I don't always I don't always think the best of everyone. I'm sorry I procrastinate tasks and I ruin and I destroy opportunities which you give me. You gave me the opportunity to make so much of money this month. But I said no to it by procrastinating on the work which needed to be done. It's not even that difficult, the work which I have to do. It's not very difficult. I just have to speak, I just have to move certain buttons on my laptop. I'm sorry for ignoring your consciousness. I'm so sorry for ignoring the signs which you give me and just avoiding the messages you've been trying to convey. I'm sorry for thinking this is a waste of time me speaking these words and that people will judge me. I'm sorry for not being 100% authentic and real on camera. I mean, I've not lied, but I've not been very honest and upfront about my struggles as well. So I'm not sure. I'm sorry for not having the comfort, if that's a good word, or the conviction, or not feeling satisfied with who I am. Because I am just a person you've created. And the current characteristics, whatever I have, it's a part of your plan. So who am I to judge you? I'm sorry I don't feel very confident in the way I look. I'm sorry there's a part of me who wants to fail. Because I've not done the internal work yet. In the sales call, I truly don't believe I'm going to close it. And I look for ways to fail because I've not done the mindset work. And that I blame my mindset that I don't have a good mindset. I blame that as the reason I don't do the work. The reason I don't have the good mindset is because I don't do the work, which is opposite to what I blame it as. I'm sorry for not applying the advice which you've given in the holy books. I'm sorry for considering time with you, time in nature, a waste of time. I'm sorry for texting my friend's ex. Even though like she texted me and all. And I realized that's the wrong thing to do. So even though she liked me, I did tell I won't do anything with her. And maybe I'm just saying this like, I'm sorry for giving out justifications just so that I can appear on a moral high ground. But that was wrong, bro. Like, that guy loves me so much. He stood with me in the worst of times. And even just texting her, that was wrong, bro. Please forgive me for that. I know you've written in the Bible it's a very bad thing to speak to someone else's spouse or whatever. I'm sorry for sometimes in the game of basketball thinking about hitting other people if it got to a physical confrontation. I mean, they're my friends, bro. Sorry for that, God. I'm sorry for making fun of disabled people in my head. I don't say it out loud. But there's someone who's coming here for dinner at a house tonight. And I never said it out loud, but they have a child. And I was just hoping like they don't come because he has some disability and I think he's kind of weird, but he's a creation of you. And just because you bless me with a body which is not disabled, that does not mean I can make fun of other people because I can lose my limb, I can be paralyzed. Like in a couple of moments, like the laptop, the phone, it can blast in front of me right now. And I can lose my nervous system and I can be disabled. Just because I had the cockiness or the arrogance. Please forgive me for the fact that I think you're stupid, God. You've written in the Bible and everything that in order to have the highest quality of life, you don't need the maximum amount of money. And in hindsight, I know that unlimited money won't make me very happy. But at the same time, I don't know. I always ignore that advice. I always think badly. I don't always use sound judgment. And that's a mistake on my end. I'm sorry, God, for cutting corners. You healed my injury when my left arm was dislocated. And I don't take that favor from your end. I don't treat it with respect and dignity because I still don't warm up every single day in the gym. I look down upon other people. Like, I think the officer who comes to the gym, the officers in the army, I think that I'm making close to, like, by the time I'm there, like, I'm going to be so much richer than them and everything. But they're the people due to which our nation is alive and prosperous. If they weren't there serving our nation, then I won't even be in a position, like, I won't even be alive to do business or something. I'm sorry for the fact that sometimes I've exaggerated my incomes and made it seem better than what it was previously, just to please people, just to prove my ego and all. And also lie about my monthly profit. When that famous rich guy who I looked up to asked me how much I was making, just to please him. I have not lied publicly, but with him I have. And I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry I don't have my business partner's best interest at heart. I mean, sometimes I think of leaving him, which is wrong. Like, leaving him is not wrong. But being selfish and thinking, I'll wait for the perfect opportunity, then I'll leave, that's wrong. So either I need to figure out, do I want to dedicate everything with him or not? Sorry for being annoyed at him. I genuinely have an issue. God, please help me with this. I don't know. I wish I genuinely wanted the best for all my friends and people around me. I don't know why I don't have that. So please help me with that. I'm sorry for the fact that before the sales call, the big ones, I think that I did all the effort, so I'll not share all the profits with my partner, which is a terrible thing to do. I mean, and those deals, whenever I think that, they never close because that's wrong. And I know you don't want me to do that. I'm sorry for being annoyed at people without even communicating. I did not communicate with him, like, this is what I'm feeling bad about. And I simply just think bad about him behind his back. Not that he's a bad person or something, I can just communicate and let him know, which is a much better thing. I'm sorry, God, that sometimes I prioritize short-term gain instead of long-term relationships. For example, people with Sahil Kasan and all. I could have fostered such a good relationship with him and all the people on my website and all. But he utilizes association with me just to get a temporary surge in revenue and all by leveraging the fact that he spoke to me. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for thinking I don't want to post this video because people will judge me and everything. I mean, at the end of the day, we all are flawed human beings. And it's much better I put out the worst side of me in front of people. And then I think the only way up from there, or the only way from there is up. I'm sorry for wasting my time with lust. Like, that's a very big problem I'm suffering with. I'm sorry for not believing that I can fix it. I'm sorry for not believing that I'm worthy of what I want and I deserve it. Because I asked for your help to win this game of business and all, just because I can, like, I have my family's reputation and everything to maintain as well. And I'm sorry I could not achieve all my goals because that's imperative to that. I'm also sorry about jokes which I made laughingly or people I made fun of behind their backs. I don't want to take a name, but that girl whose name starts with an S. I mean, on her face I was nice. I was not simpy or something. But behind her back, when everyone was making fun of her, I joined in the dialogue. That's not very good of me. Like, I deserve more things. I'm sorry for the fact that in my old previous YouTube videos, I spoke shit about my friends. When in reality, I did not confront them in real life, face to face, because that's what I should have done. If I had a problem, I should confront them in real life. And not cry like a bitch on camera. Related to that. I'm sorry for thinking too much of the past events, like just thinking a lot about them. I'll just pause, someone's on the door. Everyone is away in home. I'll just be back. Oh, so yeah, the person, the cook came. I told you there was a dinner at my place tonight, right? And once again, I'm sorry, God, for judging him. The fact that he was fat and all. And the fact that even though he works so hard, he makes like 70k, 80k, 90k a month. When in reality, all he has done is been super respectful and kind and courteous to me. And who knows, maybe he has a health condition. And he's working hard to provide for his family. Like, what else is more respectful for a man? I was born in better circumstances than him. But it's very easy to laugh when you've not gone through what they've gone through. I'm so sorry for that. I'm sorry, God, for not loving my grandparents a lot. Like thinking they're wrong or evil people. When they've dedicated their lives, they've gone through so much of hardship, like hardship which even I have not gone through, just to ensure I'm born and I'm alive in this world. I'm sorry, God, just to appear cool on camera, I just remove my shirt so that I can have that validation of having like a shirtless physique. I can get like validation that everything. I'm sorry, God, I'm so anxious, and the fact that I'm I'm so sorry for the fact that I don't like that behind me, the mandir, because I'm convicted that idol worship is wrong and something, and I try my best to hide it in my videos. I put the phone in Google Meets and everything at a certain angle just to ensure that. Why am I ashamed of it? My own culture, like the Indian culture. I mean, these are the people who people vote down to, soldiers vote down to, before going in wars and everything. I don't need to be scared of it. I'm sorry, God. Once again, I'm scared of speaking loudly so that people might not hear. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Yeah, so my mom just called me. And I'm so sorry for being annoyed at her because she disturbed me. I mean, it's not that deep. She just asked me for a request and a favor. And she's done so much for me. I mean, I was just filming. I can just pause it and start again. Sorry for that. What else are the mistakes I made recently? Sorry for not warming up properly in the gym and not giving each and every single set in my workout, my everything. Being anxious when I'm there, not feeling confident in my own body. And you're the one who has blessed me with it. Sometimes thinking things should be easier, mumbling and stuttering because I'm trying to be perfect. Because no human is perfect. And if you try to be perfect, you're putting on a facade. And if you try to put on a facade, then eventually, like, it's a very difficult job. It's like a full-time job. Just trying to maintain it so I can just be real and authentic and attract and align people who are attracted to the honest and the authentic version of me. The biggest thing I am sorry for is not utilizing the opportunities to the best of the potential, thinking you are a waste of time, and not loving you, just being a selfish bitch. That whenever life's not going well, I'll come to you. And when it's going well, I'll forget you. I don't know. I know there are so many flaws that if I keep on going, I can speak for hours. But I make a promise. Once again, I'm sorry, I'm not believing in my words. I'm sorry for that. I'm not believing, I don't want to say this because I know that eventually I might fucking fail or some shit. I make a promise to you. No matter how good or bad my day is, I'm gonna come to you and engage in a conversation with you. I give you my word. I promise you, I will. I won't be afraid. I'll think highly of other people. I'll want my people to win and succeed. I'll be honest and upfront on their faces. I'll never think bad about someone behind their back. I might say it on their faces, but never behind their back. And I'll give my best every single day. To each and every single task, I'll respect each and opportunity you give me. And I will be better. I will be. Thank you so much for the chance I have here today to admit my mistakes and be reborn as a better overall human being. Thank you, God.